Welcome aboard Flight Simmers, my name is Adam and welcome back to another Information Alpha video. Today we're taking a close look at the Winwing Ursa Minor commercial stick and also comparing it against the highly popular Thrustmaster TCA side stick. But before we get into today's video, we would like to kindly ask you that if you enjoy this video then please click the like, subscribe and ding dong the little notification bell. This not only helps you stay up to date with the latest Information Alpha content, but it greatly supports our channel. Now, on with the review. We would like to send our thanks over to the guys at Winwing for sending us this unit to take a look and show you guys. My thoughts are going to remain unbiased even though they have sent this to us. Firstly, let's talk about how it came in the post. It came in a secure box with plenty of foam inserts to prevent from damage during the shipping process, and it came in one piece. It's wrapped in plastic to prevent getting damaged from the elements too. We get some additional parts in the box such as a small toolkit and some screws for the adjustable dry clutch dampening system, which is one of the key successes to this product, and I'll show you that shortly. We also get a plate to cover the hat switch so you can choose to make it look like the real Airbus side stick. Although it has screws on the plate, it's not actually held on with the screws. It uses magnets, so it's as simple as attaching and detaching as and when you feel. Now, taking a closer look at the unit itself, it's constructed with a solid industrial grade ABS plastic which feels robust and premium in comparison to other products. We are met with a great colour choice, and on the base we have plenty of customizable buttons and a slider for the throttle axes. I'd say this axis is much better than the Thrustmaster throttle as it has a much longer travel, which means you'll have a finer and precise amount of control for the throttle positions. At the bottom of the device we can see a small hatch that you can remove to access the adjustable dry clutch damper. There is an instruction manual that shows what each of the screws do and how to adjust them, so it's best to follow that prior to messing with it. An image on screen now will show you the small section of the manual. Moving up to the grip, we can see how it mimics the real Airbus side stick very nicely, with additions of the hat switch for better controllability with the camera views in the sim. We also have a standard autopilot disconnect switch and a push-to-talk switch at the rear, which I've got set up on my VAT sim. The switches are really nice to press and they need a full depression for them to be activated. They have a real solid and tactile feel, which is very nice. The only downside is the buttons on the base. I feel that they are ever so slightly cheaper than the ones on the grip, but it's still perfectly fine and it's similar to the ones on the Thrustmaster TCA side stick. When you plug in the device for the first time, you're met with a nice touch of white LED lights around the base of the device and the area where the grip meets the base. This can be disabled in the Winwing software if that's something you do not like. There is also a dynamic vibration motor within the handle of the side stick to enhance some immersion. You'll have the ability to test this vibration function in the software too. I think this is a cool feature, however I'm not personally a huge fan of this, especially for the type of flying I'll be doing. However, for DCS I might have it activated. Let's talk about the feel of the axes then. It feels great when moving the stick around all the axes. It has 15 degrees of movement in all directions from the centre, and the rudder has a 20 degrees movement from the centre. The damper makes the joystick movement feel super solid, as shown on screen now, with a comparison to the TCA side stick. There isn't much of a dead zone either. It's so ridiculously small that it's hardly even noticeable, and in conjunction with the spring mechanism, it basically masks it anyway. Talking more about the tension though, I like how the tension is constant throughout the entire travel of movement. In comparison to the TCA side stick, it has a bit of resistance at the beginning of the movement, but then the resistance is less once you're past a certain point. So that's a very good positive for using the Ursa Minor. So now we've had a closer look, let's see how it performs in the sim with its competitor, the TCA side stick. Firstly, we'll look at the Thrustmaster side stick in the Phoenix A320. So here we are then, we have the Airbus TCA side stick, and we also have the Ursa Minor from Winwing, and we're going to be testing both of these out in the Phoenix A320 to see which one performs the best and which one feels nicest as well. I can already feel like the Ursa Minor will blow this one out of the park just because of how nice the sort of axes movements are. But first of all, we're going to be taking a look with the TCA side stick. There we go, let's go man flex. I haven't got any takeoff speeds set, so please ignore that. And we can rotate about now. So yeah, it feels pretty similar. I'm used to using this joystick anyway, because we've been using this one for quite a while. We'll go gear up. So yeah, it performs, out the box, this one performs perfectly fine. I wouldn't say there's any problems with the Thrustmaster TCA side stick. But now we're going to move on to the Ursa Minor. Okay, now we're sat back in the Phoenix A320. I'm using the Ursa Minor from Winwing. I've got some buttons already set up, so the autopilot disconnect, the ATC button for VATSIM, and the hat switch to move my head around. And there's also a little detent in the middle of the hat switch, like a joystick button, and I've got that set to reset the view. I haven't got the throttle calibrated or anything, but I've got a few buttons for like the flaps and the landing gear set on this as well. It also has the tilt function for your rudder input. However, I'm using the rudder pedals from Cytec, so I won't need to have that set up. So let's go have a little look at what this performs like. There's Manflex. Airspeed is alive. It's 80 knots. And rotate. And already I can feel such a massive difference. I don't know how to explain it, but there's a finer amount of tuning between sort of this small area of movement. So I can do such small little inputs and it's responsive, whereas with this one I have to do quite a big input for it to do anything. But yeah, with this one it's just a tiny little input and it's already moving. So yeah, as you can see, if I do the tiniest input, it's moving straight away. The tiniest little input, even going up, down, to the right, to the left, a tiny, minute inputs. So yeah, for this one you have to sort of overcome a bit of that tension and then it will start to move. So you have to put more force in than is actually required in the real aircraft. Now that's pretty much it. However, I will have to mention one thing. The Ursa Minor is priced at a reasonable $69.95, that's in pounds. And for that price, I think you're getting a really good product. The overall build quality of the product feels as if it will last a very, very long time. And just to mention as well, the TCA side stick is at $59.99, so it's only £10 cheaper. But in my opinion, I feel as if Winwing have a better product overall. That's if you consider the additional build quality and all the tech inside. Make sure you consider the Ursa Minor if you can afford that extra £10, as it's definitely worth it. Because they have a promotional offer on at the moment on their official website, which runs between December the 14th and January the 1st, during which purchasing the Ursa Minor Airliner joystick qualifies you for an entry into the new product raffle. Once again, thanks to Winwing for sending us the copy. And thanks again to you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy, then please make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and ding dong the little notification bell to stay up to date with the latest Information Alpha content. We also have a Discord server that you can join to chat about all things aviation. The links to that is in the description, along with our Instagram and TikTok. My name is Adam, and you've been watching Information Alpha. See ya!